Guys, Mr. Lastly here with you guys, and I want to walk through on how to make our at-home clock. So here's the materials that you're going to need. You're going to need a paper plate, maybe two, just in case you're like, ooh, I want to change some things. But you're also going to need a marker, doesn't matter what color it is, and you're going to need a tack and an old pencil that doesn't really matter if we use the eraser from it. So here we go. We have our materials. We are ready to go. Oh, I almost forgot. You need just a plain white piece of paper. So our first step to making our clock at home is we are going to take our piece of paper and our paper plate, and I want you to put it like this. Up the edges on the top and the bottom and make sure that we have enough space on the sides too. Now when we do this, we are going to take our marker and trace the outside. So I want to trace the outside of my paper plate. It's okay if it's not perfect. And voila! Now I have my circle for one of my clock faces. I almost forgot to tell you because we are going to need scissors. Our next step is to cut on the line of our tracing of our paper plate. And like I said before, it's okay if it's not perfect. And we're going to cut this. It's okay to have a little trash, but we're gonna cut it as best as we can to make a circle. You might say, Mr. Lastly, that's not a circle, but we're gonna do our best. All right, now that I have my circle, and I'm gonna trim up the edges just to make it more circular, more than an oval. Now I have my circle, and I'm going to make sure that it fits on my paper plate, just like this. I wanna take these two pieces, and I wanna set them aside for right now. And I want to grab another piece of paper, and I want to make our hour hand and our minute hand. And I'm going to actually label them. So I'm going to make my hour hand, and remember, my hour hand is shorter than my minute hand, and my minute hand is longer than my hour hand. And we'll do some final trimming, but here's what mine look like. We'll trim them to fit our clock here in a few minutes, but stick around because we're still making our clock. Job is go ahead, and I'm actually going to change how my hour hand and my minute hand look. I want them straight with a point at the end. So I'm going to come in and change my design a little bit. You guys can make your hour hand and your minute hand however you want to, but remember, our minute hand is what? Oh, you're right, it's longer. And our hour hand, let's go ahead and get to that guy. He is shorter. So I'm gonna make sure that my hour hand is shorter than my minute hand here in just 1 second. Boop. And here we have it. Mr. Lastly's hour, oh, you're right, hour hand and minute hand. And look, we have our hands for our clock. Now you guys can color these at the end, but stay tuned because here's our next step. You might be saying, Mr. Lastly, I only have paper at home. So we can do this with just paper. So we can have two pieces of paper, and we are going to trace them into a circle. And we can actually go like this. We can start here. I have both of my pieces of paper, just one on top of the other. And I'm gonna start in the middle, and I'm gonna cut to my edges and make the best circle that I can. Now, it's okay if it's not a perfect circle. If you have something that is a perfect circle and it's about the same size as your paper and it'll fit on top, we can use that. But here I have it. I have one piece of paper and two pieces of paper if you don't have paper plates at home. If you did have a paper plate at home, is this. You are actually going to trim this piece of paper so that it fits on the inside of our paper plate. See this right here? We're gonna put our piece of paper and we're gonna trim it down a little by little to make sure that it fits on the inside of my paper plate. The first time, go back and trim a little bit more until it does fit on the inside of that paper plate. If you're doing it with paper, 2 pieces of paper at home, you're ready to go. Now our next step, your paper and your paper plate should look like this, but if you have your 2 pieces of paper at home, they should look like this, right? Now, your next step, if you do have the paper plate, is go ahead and grab your tack. We're gonna grab our minute hand and our hour hand. Whoop. And we're gonna put them one on top of the other for right now. Okay, I don't know if you can totally see that, but my minute hand and then my hour hand. And then I'm gonna be really careful because our tack is actually gonna go right through our minute hand and our hour hand. Whoop. Do you see that? My tack's going through, and now my next job is to try and do my best at putting it right in the middle of my clock, my paper plate clock. Now I'm noticing, I'm like, wait a second, Mr. Lastly, your hour hand and your minute hand are backwards. So our hour hand actually needs to go on top of our minute hand. So if we line up the holes and we put our tack back through, now we have it right. Here we go. And 3, I like to put it on a hard surface or just over the edge of a hard surface so I don't poke myself on accident. And I'm going to put it in the middle the best I can, and I'm gonna push until that tack goes through. Oof, good thing I didn't get my leg, I promise. And now our minute hand and our hour hand are on our clock. Now this part is kind of fun because here's where you can color your minute hand and your hour hand. If you guys are like me, I'm looking at this and going, now, Mr. Lastly, how does this clock go? Where's 12 o'clock? Now, I want you guys to choose which way is up, but you are going to write 12 o'clock at the top. I want you to write 6 o'clock at the bottom. And now our clock should look like this. I'm just using paper. This is what mine looks like right now. It's not 100% perfect, but 12 o'clock's at the top, 6 o'clock's at the bottom right here, and let's keep going on our next step to making our clock at home. We have 12 o'clock at the top, whoa, and 6 o'clock at the bottom. I want you to put 3 o'clock on this side, whoop, and I want you to put 9 o'clock on the other side. Now, this next step is kind of tricky, but, excuse me, here we go. We are going to put 1 o'clock and 2 o'clock, like so. And you're right, 4 o'clock and 5 o'clock on our way around our clock, and my hands fell off, but we'll fix them here in a second. And in between our 6 o'clock and our 9 o'clock, you're right, we have 7 o'clock and 8 o'clock, like this. And now we have 10 o'clock and 11 o'clock, like this. If you're using your paper clock at home, go ahead and number it. Get our hours on our clock right now, and I'll see you guys here in a second for our next step. Now, to make that tack not fall out, but there's a pokey side on the back. Now that's where we take the eraser from an old pencil that we are ready to throw away, and we are going to put that eraser on the back side of a tack. So now our back side of our clock has that eraser on it, and it won't poke me when I'm using my clock. Working on telling time to the hour, and we say like 3 o'clock, and we've been telling time to the half an hour. Now, you might say, wait a second, Mr. Lastly, I remember there's a couple more things you need to add to your clock. We need to add the tick marks that go in between, and remember with Mrs. Keel, you guys learned that, hey, we go by 5, so we have 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, so we need 5 tick marks check it out. It'll look like this. And then our big tick mark is going to look like that. So go ahead and put your tick marks in between. Check it out. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, and then my big tick mark is at the 1. My clock after I put my tick marks on it. So I have my tick marks on my clock all the way around for my minutes. Now our next step, we're gonna need our scissors again. And we are going to cut on each hour. And you're like, wait a second, Mr. Lastly, won't it fall apart? Go ahead and try it out. It should look something like this. So we are going to cut windows because at our 30 minutes, or when our minute hand is pointing straight down to the 6, we have 30 minutes there, right? So we are going to cut up right here and right here so that it makes a flap like so. Whoa. And check this out. When I now lift up my 6, I want you to write the number 30 down there. Underneath the 6, I want you to write 30. Just like mine. We're ready to tell time. So I can do 5 if I'm halfway or half past 5 o'clock. I can put my hour hand here. My minute hand would be at our 30 minutes. And if your clock rotates, that's okay. But then I can look under the window and remind myself that 30 minutes have passed. Whoop, you guys can't see it. There you go. 30 minutes have passed, and now we have 5:30. So make sure now we can use our homemade clock and tell time with it, making sure that if we have 30 minutes, now I have 12:30, I have 1:30, it's half past the 1 and in between the 1 and the 2. I have 2:30, half past the 2, 3:30, I have 4:30, I have 5:30, 6:30, and we can use it to tell time now. Guys enjoyed making our homemade clock with me today. Now we can use it as a tool for our learning, but guess what? The Telling Time app actually works on our iPads now, so we can also use that and see how the hour hand actually gets pushed when there's minutes, because our minutes make our hours. And go ahead and check it out.